Hey guys, Dr. Mike here and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into a topic that's critical to your health, the hidden dangers of e-cigarettes and hookah. You see them everywhere, marketed as cool, sleek and even safer alternatives to traditional cigarettes. But don't let the marketing fool you. We're going to break down the science and uncover the serious health risks associated with these popular smoking alternatives. From the impact on your lungs and heart to the hidden toxins lurking in those flavored clouds, we're covering it all. So whether you're curious about vaping, enjoy the occasional hookah session, or know someone who does, this video is for you. Let's get informed and prioritize our health. Alright, let's talk about vaping. It's often marketed as this cool, high-tech alternative to smoking, even a safer option. But let's be real, guys, inhaling anything other than clean air into your lungs isn't harmless. Vaping involves heating a liquid called e-juice, turning it into an aerosol that you inhale. This e-juice typically contains nicotine, flavorings, and other chemicals. Now here's the catch. While it might be true that e-cigarettes contain fewer harmful chemicals than traditional cigarettes, fewer doesn't mean none. We're still talking about putting addictive nicotine into your system, which, by the way, is terrible for your heart and blood vessels. Plus, those flavorings, as tempting as they sound, often contain chemicals that can seriously damage your lungs. Don't fall for the marketing hype. Vaping is not a safe alternative. It's just another way to deliver harmful substances into your body. And the long-term effects? We're still figuring those out, but the early research isn't promising. Remember, just because something seems trendy or is marketed as less harmful doesn't mean it's safe. Your health is too precious to risk on vaping. Let's talk about what vaping does to your lungs. Those essential organs responsible for every breath you take. When you vape, you're essentially exposing your delicate lung tissue to a cocktail of irritants and toxins. One of the biggest concerns is lung inflammation. The chemicals in e-cigarette aerosol can irritate and inflame the airways, making it harder to breathe. This inflammation can lead to chronic bronchitis, a nasty condition that causes persistent coughing and mucus buildup. And then there's EVALI, short for e-cigarette or vaping product use-associated lung injury. This serious condition causes severe lung damage, leading to symptoms like coughing, shortness of breath, chest pain, and even respiratory failure. But it doesn't stop there. Vaping has also been linked to an increased risk of asthma, a chronic respiratory disease that causes wheezing, coughing, and difficulty breathing. The damage to your lungs from vaping can be irreversible, leading to long-term respiratory problems. Remember, your lungs are too precious to risk. We've covered the lungs, but vaping doesn't stop there. It also takes aim at your heart and blood vessels, the very system that keeps your blood pumping and delivers oxygen throughout your body. Nicotine, the addictive substance found in both traditional cigarettes and e-cigarettes, is a major culprit. It acts as a stimulant, raising your heart rate and blood pressure. This puts extra stress on your heart, increasing your risk of heart disease over time, but it gets worse. Nicotine also causes your blood vessels to constrict, narrowing those vital pathways that carry blood throughout your body. This narrowing reduces blood flow and increases the risk of blood clots, which can lead to heart attacks and strokes. And if you already have heart disease or other cardiovascular problems, vaping can worsen your condition and increase your risk of complications. Remember, your heart works tirelessly to keep you alive. Don't let vaping compromise its ability to do its job. Chapter 4. Unmasking the flavor's toxic chemicals lurking in e-liquids. Let's talk about those enticing e-liquid flavors, the ones that make vaping seem harmless and even appealing. From fruity flavors to sweet desserts, the variety seems endless. But here's the harsh reality. Those flavors often come with a hidden cost toxic chemical. One such chemical is diacetyl, a buttery flavoring linked to a serious lung disease called bronchiolitis obliterans, also known as popcorn lung. This irreversible condition causes scarring and inflammation in the airways, leading to shortness of breath, wheezing and coughing. Then there's formaldehyde, a known carcinogen, which means it can cause cancer. It's formed when some e-liquids are heated to high temperatures during vaping, and let's not forget propylene glycol and vegetable glycerin, the base liquids in most e-liquids. While generally considered safe for ingestion, their long-term effects when inhaled are still largely unknown. To top it off, some e-liquids have even been found to contain heavy metals like lead, nickel, and chromium. These toxins can accumulate in your body over time, leading to a range of health problems. So the next time you're tempted by a delicious-sounding e-liquid flavor, remember the hidden dangers lurking within those enticing clouds. Chapter 5, Hookah, the smoke-filled illusion of social smoking. Now, let's move on to hookah, often perceived as a social and less harmful alternative to cigarettes. But don't let the communal aspect and sweet-smelling smoke fool you. Hookah poses serious health risks. Hookah involves burning tobacco, often flavored, and passing the smoke through a water pipe before inhaling it. While the water might cool the smoke, it doesn't filter out all the harmful chemicals. One of the biggest dangers of hookah is carbon monoxide poisoning. The burning charcoal used to heat the tobacco produces high levels of carbon monoxide, a deadly gas that replaces oxygen in your blood. This can lead to headaches, dizziness, nausea, and in severe cases, even death. But it doesn't stop there. Hookah smoking has also been linked to lung cancer, heart disease, stroke, and other serious health problems. The long pipe and shared mouthpiece also increase the risk of spreading infectious diseases like tuberculosis and hepatitis. Remember, just because hookah is often enjoyed in a social setting doesn't make it safe. Chapter 6. Hookah smoke, inhaling the equivalent of 100 cigarettes. Let's talk about the sheer volume of smoke inhaled during a typical hookah session. You might be surprised to learn that a 1-hour session can expose you to significantly more smoke than smoking cigarettes. Think about it. With a cigarette, you take a few puffs and then extinguish it. With hookah, you're continuously inhaling smoke for an extended period, often an hour or more. This prolonged exposure means you're taking in a much larger volume of smoke and harmful chemicals. In fact, research has shown that a 1-hour hookah session can expose you to the same amount of smoke as smoking 100 cigarettes. That's right, 100 cigarettes worth of tar, nicotine, carbon monoxide, and other toxins entering your lungs. This massive smoke inhalation significantly increases your risk of all those health problems we discussed earlier: lung cancer, heart disease, stroke, respiratory problems, and the list goes on. So, the next time you're tempted by a relaxing hookah session, remember the sheer volume of smoke you'll be inhaling and the potential consequences for your health. Protect your health. Choose a smoke-free life. That was a lot of information, but it's crucial to understand the real risks associated with e-cigarettes and hookah. Remember, e-cigarettes and hookah are not safe alternatives to smoking. They deliver harmful substances into your body, damaging your lungs, heart, and overall health. Quitting all forms of smoking, including vaping and hookah, is the best way to protect your health. It's not an easy journey, but it's the most important one you can take for your well-being. There are resources available to help you quit, so don't hesitate to reach out for support. Stay informed and stay healthy. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.